Good day, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. By the way, I am Rizame Kilingin from BSED Social Studies 2. Today, we will going to talk about the sources of Philippine educational jurisprudence, particularly the legal opinion and resolutions. Without further ado, let us begin our discussion. First, let me ask you, what is legal opinion? Legal opinion are those jurisdiction that is usually published at the direction of the court and extent. They contain the pronouncement about what the law is and how it should be done, interpreted, changed, or established. In other words, legal opinion is a statement of advice by an expert on a professional matter. In legal opinion, we have the legal basis of Philippine educational system. Under on legal basis of Philippine educational system, we have the Article 14, Section 5 of the 1935 Philippine Constitution. We also have the Article 15, Section 8, 1 to 8 of the 1973 Philippine Constitution. And also, we have the Article 14, Section 1 to 5 of the Philippine Constitution. The 1935 Constitution, Article 14, General Provisions. After the colonization of America, we built our own constitution, that is 1935 Philippine Constitution, and now we are focused on the Article 14, the General Provisions, because we are still in the beginning of establishing our own educational system. In Section 5, it explains that state can only provide free public primary instruction, but of course states create scholarship to enjoy the academic freedom to universities such as science, arts, and letters for specially gifted citizens. Also, they offer citizenship training for adult citizenship to equip their skills that they need to possess. The school should also develop moral character, personal discipline, conscience, vocational efficiency, and teach the duties of citizenship. Also, the optional religious instruction shall be maintained as well as in public school. Let's proceed to the 1973 Philippine Constitution, Article 15, Section 8, 1 to 8. The 1973 Constitution Article 15 is the general provisions, particularly Section 8.1. The law requires every educational institution such as school, including technical trade or vocational school, college or universities that is operated or directly supported by the Philippines, government or accredited by the state recognized or nationally recognized accrediting body. The state provides the establishments and maintenance of the complete, adequate, and integrated system of educational considering the goals of national development. In Section 8.2 and 8.3, all the institutions of higher learning must able to enjoy the freedom of teachers and students to teach and study without unreasonable interference of restrictions from institutional regulations under public pressure. And any institution that educates students must include the study of Constitution to their curricula. In Section 8.4 and 8.5, all educational institution is responsible to inculcate love for our country, teach them the duties of being a citizen, develop the moral character, the personal discipline, scientific, technological, and vocational efficiency. The state must establish and maintain the system of having free public education from elementary to secondary level. Section 8.6 and 8.7, the adult citizen or youth have a right to benefit citizenship and vocational training. The poor deserving students deserve to have scholarship and maintain it. Any public education institution should be owned by the citizens of our country except those educational institutions that is being created by religious orders, mission boards, or any charitable organizations. We, the citizens of our country, have a right to administer the educational institution, and those non-citizens of our country is not allowed to comprise 1/3 of the enrollment in any school except those schools that is being established for foreign diplomatic personnel or provided by law. In Section 8.8, Religion must be taught to children in public schools like elementary and secondary level with consent or provided by law, the parents and guardians without cost to them. Now, let's proceed to the 1987 Constitution, Article 14, Section 1 to 5. The 1987 Constitution, Article 1 to 5, is the current pace of our education here in the Philippines. In Section 1, the quality of education must be possible and accessible to all citizens. Every citizen has a right to quality education, and that right of citizens shall be protected and promoted by the state. In Section 2.1, this is the reason why we have various courses or different courses in education that is being integrated or established depending on the needs of the citizens or the people in particular society. In Section 2.2 and 2.3, we are now enjoying the free public education in the high school and elementary level. Even in public colleges right now, we are enjoying the free education without having limitations of natural rights of our parents. Because of that, elementary education is compulsory for all children under school age. Also, those deserving students, either both public and private schools, especially unprivileged with having standard grades and other requirements, can be able to enjoy the system of scholarships, student loan programs, and other incentives. Example with this is the CHED, scholarship programs and incentives that is being offered by the government. The Section 2.4 and 2.5 is the reason why the local government promotes community-based sports program and other activities that is out of school study program like Liga sa Barangay or Inter-Barangay, and other programs that is being developed by the organizations like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, and other physical or fitness programs that respond to the community needs. Also, in this section, the state provides training in civics, vocational efficiency, and skills for adult citizens, disabled and out-of-school youth. Example is the TESDA. It is technical vocational education and training authority that sets direction, promulgates relevant standards, manages and implements program geared towards quality assured and exclusive technical education, skill development and certificate system. Another is the Alternative Learning Center, or what we call ALS. It is a learning system of the Philippines that provides opportunities for out-of-school youth and adult learners to develop basic and functional literacy skills and access equivalent pathways to complete basic education. Section 3.1, Educational institutions shall include the study of the Constitution as part of the curricula. In Araling Panlipunan subject, there are some lessons that talks about Constitution for the reason that it is in the law and the law requires to do so. In Section 3.2, they shall inculcate patriotism and nationalism, foster love of humanity, respect for human rights, appreciation of the role of national heroes in historical development of the country, teach the right and duties of citizenship, strengthen ethical and spiritual values, develop moral character and personal discipline, encourage critical and creative thinking, broaden scientific and technological knowledge, and promote vocational efficiency. Example of this is the annual celebration of Buwan ng Wika, where we can experience the ambience and commemorate our native culture through wearing traditional outfits. Another is the annual celebration of Independence Day and National Heroes Day. Through remembering this annual event, we are able to show patriotism, our appreciation to our national heroes in the historical development of our country. Now, let's proceed to the section 4.1 and 4.2. In this section, it is the responsibility of the state to supervise and regulate all educational institutions. This educational institution should be owned only by the citizens of the Philippines except those established by religious groups, mission boards, and charitable organizations. These sections has the same purpose in Article 15, Section 8.8. Now, we are done with the legal opinion, and it's time to move forward to the next source of Philippine educational jurisprudence, which is resolutions. So what is resolution? Resolution is merely a declaration of the sentiment or opinion of law-making body on a specific matter. Any action made by a corporate as an artificial entity should be in the nature of resolution. A resolution is an agreement of judgment made by the board of class of members. Under resolutions, we have the sources of Philippine Educational Jurisprudence Resolution, in which it focuses on the Article 14, 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines that includes education, science, and technology, arts, cultures, and sports. This article focuses on the protection of the rights of all citizens, especially students, to quality education at all levels, and to make the education accessible to all citizens or the people of our country, the Philippines. Education is generally described as the process of providing or receive systematic teaching. It is a basic human right because it is considered one of the fundamental guarantees that enable an individual to live his or her potential as a human being, and the 1987 Constitution itself explicitly provides for government to protect and promote our right as citizens, either it is in the fields of education, science and technology, arts, culture, and sports. That ends our discussion about sources of Philippine educational jurisprudence, particularly the legal opinion and resolutions. Thank you, and I hope you gain another learnings today. Until next time!